Welcome to my channel, my friends. I am so happy you are here today because what I am about to share with you can completely change the way you speak English forever. Let me ask you, have you ever felt stuck because every time you want to speak, you first have to think in your own language, then translate each word into English? And while you're doing that, the moment is gone and you feel nervous or even a little embarrassed. What if I told you that you could stop that process completely and start thinking directly in English, just like native speakers do? No more slow answers. No more losing confidence. No more feeling like English is a big mountain you cannot climb. Today, I will give you easy, simple, and powerful tips so you can start thinking in English right now. And here's the best part. By the time you finish this video, you will already know how to switch your brain into English thinking mode. And once you start, you will never want to go back. Chapter 1. Why thinking in English changes everything. When most people start learning English, they focus on words and grammar rules. They try to remember long vocabulary lists or repeat sentence patterns from a book. And yes, those things are important. But here's the truth. Knowing English words is not the same as thinking in English. You can know hundreds of words and still feel stuck when you try to speak. Why? Because if your brain is still thinking in your native language, you will always have a small delay before you speak. You will have to translate each thought, word by word, into English, and that makes speaking feel slow and stressful. Think about this. You're sitting in a cafe, and a waiter asks you, "Would you like something to drink?" If you were thinking in your native language, first you hear the English words, then you translate them. Then you think of your answer in your language. Then you translate your answer into English. That's 4 steps for one simple question. No wonder it feels tiring. But if you are thinking directly in English, you hear the words, you understand instantly, and you answer right away. It's fast, natural, and you feel more confident. Translation is not only slow, it also causes mistakes. When we try to match every word in our language to an English word, the meaning can change. Sometimes a sentence that is correct in your language sounds strange in English. That's why people often say something and then feel it doesn't sound right. Thinking in English helps you use the natural patterns of the language, so your sentences are clear and correct without extra effort. Let me give you some examples of how translation slows you down in everyday life. Imagine you are ordering food at a restaurant. The waiter asks, "Are you ready to order?" If you translate, you might take a long pause, and the waiter may even repeat the question. Or imagine talking to a friend in English. They tell you a funny story, and you want to laugh and reply, but you need to translate your joke first. By the time you finish, the moment has passed. Or think about being in class, and the teacher asks you a quick question. If you have to translate before answering, you might miss your chance to speak. Now, let me share a short story about one of my students. Her name is Maria, and she is from Brazil. When Maria first joined my class, she had a big vocabulary and knew a lot of grammar. But every time I asked her a question, she paused for a long time before answering. One day she told me, "I understand everything you say, but I have to translate my answers in my head, and that makes me slow." I taught her how to start thinking in English using small steps. At first, she practiced with single words, then short sentences. She stopped trying to translate perfectly and focused on quick thinking. In just 2 months, She was answering my questions without any long pauses. She told me, "It feels like my brain is lighter now. I can speak without thinking about every word." That's the power of thinking in English. Top moment. I want you to imagine something right now. Picture yourself having a conversation in English. You are smiling, speaking without hesitation. The words are coming naturally. You're not worried about grammar. You're not stopping to translate. You're just talking, and the other person is listening with interest. Can you see it? Can you feel how easy and comfortable it is? That is what happens when you start thinking in English. This change doesn't happen in one day, but it can happen faster than you think. And once you feel that freedom, you will never want to go back to slow translation again. You will enjoy speaking, because it will feel like your thoughts and your words are connected in the same language. So, if you're ready to feel free when you speak English, the first step is to start small. Chapter 2, Step 1. Start with simple words you already know. Many learners think they need to start speaking in full sentences from the very beginning, but that's not true. In fact, if you try to force yourself to make perfect sentences right away, you will feel stressed and slow down your progress. The first step to thinking in English is actually very small. Start with single English words you already know. Think about it. Every thought you have does not need to be a sentence. Your brain is constantly noticing things, actions, objects, sounds, and feelings. When you are learning to think in English, you can train your brain to notice these things using just one English word. This is easier, faster, and much less scary than trying to speak in full sentences at the start. Let's take some everyday actions. For example, eat, walk, read, sleep. These are simple words, but they are part of your life every single day. When you wake up in the morning and you are having breakfast, instead of thinking, "I am eating," in your native language, just think the word eat in English. When you are walking to the bus stop, just think walk. If you are reading something on your phone, think read. And when you are feeling tired and want to go to bed, think sleep. You don't need to add anything else yet. Just replace your native language thoughts with these single English words. Here's why this works. Your brain is making a direct connection between what you see or do and the English word for it. You are skipping translation. This is the foundation for thinking in English. Later, you will connect these words into sentences, but right now we are building the habit of going to English first. You can practice this anywhere. If you're in the kitchen and you see an apple, think apple. If you hear music, think music. If you feel happy, think happy. The more you do this, the faster your brain will remember the English word without searching for it. Now here's a fun game for you. For the next 2 minutes, I want you to look around wherever you are right now and name everything you see in English. If you see a table, think table. If you see a book, think book. If you see a person, think man or woman. Don't worry about grammar. Don't worry about making a sentence. Just say the word in your mind. Spike moment. Let's actually do this together right now. I'll give you a moment. Look around. Ready? Go. What do you see? Chair, window, phone, pen, bag, shoes, water, light. Keep going. The faster you can name things, the better. If you don't know the English word, just skip it for now and continue with what you do know. This game might seem too easy, but it's very powerful. You are training your brain to see the world in English. Over time, more and more of your thoughts will start to appear in English naturally. Another way to practice is to choose one part of your day and make it your English thinking time. For example, when you brush your teeth, think about everything you see and do in English. Toothbrush, toothpaste, mirror, water, mouth. This turns a simple daily routine into a quick English lesson for your brain. You can also practice with pictures. Look at a photo and name everything in it. For example, if you have a picture of a park, you might see grass, tree, sky, bench, flower, child ball. This works really well if you want to practice without leaving your home. At first, you might only know a few words, and that's okay. The goal here is not to know every single word, but to start making English the first language your brain uses to identify something. Even if you only replace 5 or 10 thoughts each day with English words, that is progress. Remember, this step is like planting seeds. Each word you practice is a seed in your brain. Later, these seeds will grow into full sentences and full conversations. But first, we need to plant them. So, keep practicing this step every day. Just 1 or 2 minutes at a time can make a big difference. And here's the best part. You don't need books, teachers, or a classroom for this. You can do it anywhere, anytime, just by changing the language in your thoughts. When single words feel easy and natural, when you can look around and name many things without hesitation, then you are ready for the next step, connecting them. Chapter 3, Step 2, Connect words into small sentences. Now that you've trained your brain to think in single English words, it's time to take the next step. And this is where your English thinking really starts to feel alive. This step is like building a small bridge. On one side of the bridge, you have single words like apple, walk, book, happy. On the other side, you have the world of real English conversation. And that bridge is made of short, simple sentences. This step is powerful because it's the connection between just knowing words and using them in real life. Here's something important to remember. You don't need big, complicated sentences right now. You don't even need perfect grammar. What you need is to connect words. Let's start small. Think of a noun, a person, place, or thing, and a verb, an action. Put them together. That's it. Dog runs. I eat. She smiles. These sentences are tiny, but they are real English. They're clear, they're easy, and they help your brain start to think in complete ideas instead of just single words. When you start doing this, you'll feel your thoughts moving faster. Why? Because your brain is no longer stopping to translate. Imagine this. You're sitting in a cafe. You see a man drinking coffee. Instead of thinking in your native language, a man is drinking coffee, and then translating, you just think in English.